By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
Welcome to another episode of Timmy Talks, the channel where we talk old school magic. And today you can look at the second game that I played against the Stasis deck of Edwin the Magic Engineer. We're playing a best out of 3 games. If you haven't seen the first game, you can check out the info card that's appearing right now on your screen, or you can check the link in the description below. And there we go, game number 2. I'm on the play here. We're not taking a mulligan. Got a Plains, got a Mox Pearl, playing a Relic Barrier, so that's a very good start for me. Passing turn to Edwin, playing an Island. Yeah, and here the craziness starts. Look at that, 2 Moxes, a Soul Ring, and a Black Lotus. But there doesn't seem to be a follow-up play. At the end of turn, I'm going to do something. Oh yeah, I'm going to tap a Soul Ring. So there we go, untap face, drawing a card. Playing out a second Relic Barrier. And there is the power sink from Edwin. Relic Barrier is gone. I am not playing a land, so I seem to have some issues there. He's playing a Volcanic Island. Tapping down the Soul Ring again. Will I find a land? Doesn't look like it. Tapping 2 white. And a Divine Verdict on his Black Lotus. Okay, so Divine Verdict on his Black Lotus. In his upkeep, and tapping a Soul Ring. A Factory down for Edwin. He passes turn. I'm tapping his Soul Ring in his upkeep this time. He's attacking with his Factory, disenchant on his Factory, and he's boomeranging his Factory. But he already played a land, I guess, so he can't play it out again. I found my third land. Playing an Archaeologist, so I can get back that Relic Barrier next turn. Guess passing turn. I'm all tapped out. Tapping his Soul Ring again in his upkeep. He's playing his Factory. And there is a Howling Mine. So that will allow me to draw 2. And I have that Relic Barrier, so I can tap down his Howling Mine. Taking card advantage here. Playing a Suchi. And I think here I'm already discussing what I want to do in his upkeep, just to make sure that there is no confusion. And that's why you see me tapping that Relic Barrier a little early. And you see that his Howling Mine remains tapped, so he gets to draw 1 card. And then he plays a Transmute Artifact. So with that card, he can sacrifice an artifact and look for another artifact. And I guess he's sacking his Howling Mine. And what will he pick up? Can you see it there in the corner? It's a Chaos Orb. Then the question is, what is he going to orb? Will he orb immediately? Will he wait? If he's going to orb, will he choose for the Relic Barrier, the Suchi, or the Archaeologist? Which one would you choose? I believe, yeah, he's going for the Suchi here, so I lose my Suchi. So he takes away the immediate threat. But of course, I have the Archaeologist and enough mana to activate the Archaeologist to get back the Suchi next turn. And there he's attacking with his Factory, giving the first damage. So I'm on 18 now, playing a Urza's Tower. Tapping, what am I? Oh, I'm bringing back the Relic Barrier. And I'm making this choice because I can instantly play out the Relic Barrier, but if I would have chosen the Suchi, I can't. So I'm hoping to get a land next turn. So I have 6 lands, so I can bring back the Suchi and play it out in the same turn. Tapping down his Soul Ring, he's trying to attack with his Factory. I'm tapping down his Factory and he passes turn. Haven't seen a single Stasis yet. Oh, and there I go, a Dust to Dust. So that means I can remove 2 of his artifacts. Taking the Mox Pearl and the Soul Ring. And I'm now bringing back the Suchi to my hand. Oh, I'm not. Okay, I'm putting it back. Oh yeah, I remember this play. I decided that it's probably best to keep the 2 white mana open to possibly play out a Disenchant or a Divine Offering. and tap my Argyle just here at this point at the end of his turn instead of at the end of my turn. So here I go again. Oh, he's played a Black Vice, but it doesn't hurt me, at least not yet. I'm playing an Urza's Mine. I have a lot of mana now. Remember at the start of the game where I had serious mana issues. So it's my go again. Edwin still hasn't played anything useful. Well, he has 2 factories, of course. So I believe now we're having kind of a discussion. A discussion about, okay, I activate my factory, then you tap my factory, and I block when you've tapped it with your Relic Barrier. The answer is no. After some debate, so he's activating his factory. And I'm tapping his factory. And that means that he cannot use his factory as a blocker anymore because I've tapped it before blockers are declared. So now it's tapped. It's making it 3-3. I always find it difficult to play against all the factories, and they can all pump up each other, and some people play with like cards like Late Druid or other untapped spells, which makes it even more tricky, but good. In this case, he gets 4 damage from the Suchi, and it seems he only has 1 card left. He just played a Volcanic Island. So again, it's kind of a wasted turn. It's not drawing anything good, allowing me to just swing in there with 2 Suchi. And he's activating his 2 factories. Then he's pumping one of his factories in response to me tapping one of his factories with a Relic Barrier. So that means that he has one 3-3 untapped factory to block. Still have a Relic Barrier open though. But I decide to play a Divine Verdict on his untapped factory. So that's gone. So he's going to take 8 damage. And that brings him down to 8 life. And yeah, I mean, Edwin needs a miracle here to win. A Stasis, I guess. Keep everything locked down at least for a while, and then try to build up a board state again. Nope, he's scooping, and that was the second game. So I guess White Tron wins this one. It's a 1-1, and we're going to have a third game. Okay, so that was the second game, and did you see any Stasis? How many did you count? I counted 0, so I guess when a Stasis deck doesn't draw a Stasis, it's not so powerful. That makes sense, of course. A little bit of bad luck, but we're going for a third game. Keep an eye on the channel, and for now, here's a link to the playlist where you can watch some more Old School Magic if you like. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe and like. Maybe even leave a message, do something crazy. And I'll see you next time at Timmy Talks, the channel where we talk old school magic.
Igitus figitus somba kazee.